A bullet through his heart at dawn. On the table a letter signed with a woman's name. A wind that goes howling round the house and weeping as in shame. Cold November dawn peeping through the windows. Cold dawn creeping over the floor, creeping up his cold legs, creeping over his cold body, creeping across his cold face. A glaze of thin, yellow sunlight on the staring eyes. Wind howling through bent branches, a wind which never dies down. Howling, wailing. The gazing eyes glitter in the sunlight. The lids are frozen open and the eyes glitter. The thudding of a pick on hard earth. A spade grinding and crunching. Overhead, branches writhing, winding, interlacing, unwinding, scattering, tortured twinings, tossings, creakings, wind flinging branches apart, drawing them together, whispering and whining among them, a waning, lopsided moon cutting through black clouds. A stream of pebbles and earth, and the empty spade gleams clear in the moonlight, then is rammed again into the black earth. Tramping of feet, men and horses, squeaking of wheels. Whoa. Ready, Jim? All ready. Something falls, settles, is still. Suicides have no coffin. Give us the stake, Jim, now. Pound, pound. He'll never walk. Nailed to the ground. An ash stick pierces his heart. If it buds, the roots will hold him. He is a part of the earth now, clay to clay. Overhead the branches sway and writhe and twist in the wind. He'll never walk with a bullet in his heart and an ash stick nailing him to the cold, black ground. 6 months he lay still. 6 months. And the water welled up his body, and soft blue spots checkered it. He lay still, for the ash stick held him in place. 6 months. Then her face came out of a mist of green, pink and white and frail like Dresden china, lilies of the valley at her breast, puce-colored silk sheening about her. Under the green leaves, the horse at a foot-pace, the high yellow wheels of the chassis scarcely turning, her face rippling like grain blowing under her puce-colored bonnet, and burning beside her, flaming within his correct blue coat and brass buttons, is someone. What has dimmed the sun? The horse steps on a rolling stone. A wind in the branches makes a moan. The little leaves tremble and shake, turn and quake over and over, tearing their stems. There is a shower of young leaves, and a sudden sprung gale wails in the trees. The yellow wheel chassis is rocking, rocking, and all the branches are knocking, knocking. The sun in the sky is a flat, red plate. The branches creak and grate. She screams and cowers, for the green foliage is a lowering wave, surging to smother her, but she sees nothing. The stake holds firm. The body writhes, the body squirms. The blue spots widen, the flesh tears, but the stake wears well on the deep, black ground. It holds the body in the still, black ground. 2 years. The body had been in the ground 2 years. It is worn away. It is clay to clay. Where the heart moulders a greenish dust, the stake is thrust. Late August it is, and night, a night flauntingly jeweled with stars, a night of shooting stars and loud insect noises. Down the road to Tilbury, silence. and the slow flapping of the large leaves. Down the road to Sutton, silence, and the darkness of heavy foliaged trees. Down the road to Wayfleet, silence, and the whirring scrape of insects in the branches. Down the road to Edgarstown, silence, and stars like stepping stones in a pathway overhead. It is very quiet at the crossroads, and the signboard points the way down the 4 roads, endlessly points the way where nobody wishes to go. A horse is galloping up from Sutton, shaking the wide, still leaves as he goes under them, striking sparks with his iron shoes, silencing the katydids. Dr. Morgan riding to a childbirth over Tilbury Way, riding to deliver a woman of her firstborn son. 1 o'clock from Wayfleet Bell Tower. What a shower of shooting stars, and a breeze all of a sudden, jarring the big leaves and making them jerk up and down. Dr. Morgan's hat is blown from his head. The horse swerves and curves away from the signpost. An oath, spurs, a blurring of grey mist. A quick left twist, and the gelding is snorting and racing down the Tilbury Road with the wind dropping away behind them. The stake is wrenched. The stake has started. The body, flesh from flesh, has parted. But the bones hold tight, socket and ball, and clamping them down in the hard black ground is the stake, wedged through ribs and spine. The bones may twist and heave and twine, but the stake holds them still in line. The breeze goes down and the round stars shine, for the stake holds the fleshless bones in line. 20 years now, 20 long years, the body has powdered itself away. It is clay to clay. It is brown earth mingled with brown earth. Only flaky bones remain, lain together so long they fit, although not one bone is knit to another. The stake is there too, rotted through but upright still, and still piercing down between ribs and spine in a straight line. Yellow stillness is on the crossroads. Yellow stillness is on the trees. The leaves hanging, drooping wan. The 4 roads point 4 yellow ways, saffron and gamboge, ribbons to the gaze. A little swirl of dust blows up Tilbury Road. The wind which fans it has not strength to do more. It ceases, and the dust settles down. A little whirl of wind comes up Tilbury Road. It brings a sound of wheels and feet. The wind reels a moment, then faints to nothing under the signpost. Wind again. Wheels and feet louder. Wind again. 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 A drop of rain, flat into the dust. Drop, drop. Thick, heavy raindrops. And a shrieking wind bending the great trees and retching off their leaves. Under the black sky, bowed and dripping with rain, up Tilbury Road comes the procession. A funeral procession, bound for the graveyard at Wayfleet. Feet and wheels, and among them one who is carried. The bones in the deep, still earth shiver and pull. There is a quiver through the rotted stake. Then stake and bones fall together in a little puffing of dust. Like meshes of linked steel, the rain shuts down behind the procession, now well along the Wayfleet Road. He wavers like smoke in the buffeting wind. His fingers blow out like smoke. His head ripples in the gale. Under the signpost in the pouring rain, he stands and watches another quavering figure drifting down the Wayfleet Road. Then swiftly he streams after it. It flickers among the trees. He licks out and winds about them. Over, under, blown, contorted, spindrift after spindrift. Smoke following smoke. There is a wailing through the trees, a wailing of fear. Laughter. Laughter. Laughter skirling up to the black sky. Lightning jags over the funeral procession. A heavy clap of thunder. Then darkness and rain, and the sound of feet and wheels. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Sleep well and enjoy some R&R.